How's it going, guys? Jackson here at the Toasty Bros, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Echo dual monitor stand. Hope you guys enjoy. They've actually been around for a while in terms of making TV mounts and things that were kind of non-gaming oriented, but recently they decided to hop into the world of gaming. This means that they've had a lot of time to perfect their design, and they really do not cut corners with anything. As you guys can see, my setup is pretty blank right now. I did have a generic dual monitor stand, and it really didn't work all too great just because it used an Allen wrench to adjust everything, and there was no gas shocks, there's no springs. It was basically just a fixed monitor mount. So once you got your stuff in position, you tightened it with the Allen wrench to make sure it wasn't going to move or droop. So I actually got the GM2FC. Now this is the dual monitor stand, and it's actually the most expensive one, and it runs you about $200. And what makes it different is that they actually have a gas shock design. So they actually advertise these being able to move the monitors with just your finger even. I remember with my old stand, I had to grab it with both hands, and I had to really try hard to get it to move. And the worst part was I'd get one to move and then both monitors would move. Okay guys, so there's actually really not too much to this. So you can see we have one arm here, and then we have the actual stand, stand itself is really simple. Now I'm gonna let you guys know now, this is all metal as far as I can tell. I've yet to really see any plastic as far as the design goes, so it is kind of heavy, but the thing is, I know I'm not going to have to worry about any type of sagging or anything breaking off. So I actually have the instructions pulled up in a PDF here, and I will put a link in the description and also show you guys some pictures, but I'm going to let you guys know now they have a lot of fun with everything they do. The instructions are pretty hilarious, where it says optional equipment is, let's see, we have refreshment, a saw, a pump, an apple, a mini nuke. But really the only things required for the job is a Phillips screwdriver, your hands, and the 3 Allen wrenches that are included. Alright, so the first thing it wants us to do is go ahead and put these little plastic bumpers on each one of these corresponding spots. So this is going to be a little bit of a different design than what I had before. So the other mount that I had, you could actually run a very... Okay, so this design is actually a little bit different than what I had before. So before you could actually put a really large screw straight through, which is the reason why I have a little hole over there in my desk, and basically just screw it straight in. Or they did have this really bad design of a clamp before. Now this one actually has a really good metal clamp on it, and you just adjust it from up top here. So I'm going to be going with their design anyways. Okay, now we're going to retighten that Allen, and of course it's wrong one. And now we're going to retighten that Allen back here. So obviously it's still easy to get to. And it'll be really easy to move it if we don't like the position that it's in, if we need to do some slight adjustments. So I'm just going to get it mostly tight. I'm not going to get it to where it's like all the way down yet. For the next step, we're getting out these really long Allen head screws. Also the 2 pivot pins, and then we have the 2 lock nuts, and then the 2 plastic washers, 2 plastic bearings, and then the 4 metal washers. And I'll show the illustration of this. There's a couple steps involved in the order of placement. Alright, so we have the 2 things we need up top already. Now we're going to go ahead and put this part on here, and then you can see we have this all set up. We're just going to hold the nut in place until we get it on there. Alright, so now that's in, I'm going to wait to tighten this one completely, but I'm going to go ahead and get it mostly tight. Alright, now let's go ahead and repeat the same thing for the other side. So you guys can see I got the monitor arms waving to you guys right now, but the next step is really simple. We actually already have the whole entire thing set up, and now we just need to install the monitors onto the mounts. So like I said before, for each monitor they include spacers. So you have different length bolts, and then we have spacers that come with it. Now my other monitor mount actually did not come with spacers, so this is really nice to have because I actually had to use a few washers before so that I wouldn't pierce into the back of my monitor with the screw that was too long. So one way to test is to see what spacers you need, or if you need any at all, is go ahead and just hand tighten one of these. So you can see I've actually made it to the very bottom, and you got to remember there's also a fair amount of metal going between this, so it'll probably only tighten to, I don't know, maybe about there. So these screws should be fine on their own without the spacers. So we're going to go ahead and get the top 2 in maybe about halfway, or a little closer to 3/4 of the way, because the two top holes actually have a spot where you can go ahead and stick the monitor to basically hold it for you, and then you can get the bottom ones in. Alright, so I got the monitor arm turned pretty much backwards so you guys can see what's going on up here. So my monitor actually fits on the outermost screw holes there. So now we're going to go ahead and put the bottom ones in so you can see everything lines up pretty much perfectly. So I haven't even adjusted anything yet, I just have this one monitor on, and I can already tell you that it is so easy to move everything around. You can see I can even do like full 360s and stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool what all these things can do. Now let's go ahead and repeat the other step for the Pixio monitor. Alright guys, so I got it on handheld mount now just to kind of show you guys around what everything looks like. So I do need to do some more adjusting to it, obviously. You can kind of see I have it backing out against the wall too. One thing I will tell you is that this does fit up to 30-inch monitors. And obviously right here I have two 24-inch monitors. Now the only downside to having a little bit of smaller monitors on mounts like these is that when you go to push everything together, you basically have to have a fairly large space just because the monitors are so small. So I do plan on actually upgrading these monitors to matching maybe like 27-inch monitors. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a link down in the description below for this exact monitor mount, and we will also be doing a triple monitor mounted there soon, so you guys can check that out too. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys later.